Some Troy students play a childhood game for a greater cause.
Plus, we celebrate Earth Day. Stay tuned. Trojan Vision News starts right now.
From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network and Troy campuses around the world, this is Troy Trojan Vision News.
Hello and welcome to Troy Trojan Vision News for April 21st, 2015. I'm Victoria Bailey.
And I'm Xavier Harris. Thank you for joining us this evening. A seesaw is a pretty common item to see on the playground, but not necessarily a college campus. But for at least 48 hours, one was permanently on display outside the Trojan Center for a fundraiser effort by a Troy University fraternity. The fraternity brothers of Tau Kappa Epsilon have been seesawing for 48 hours. Each brother in the organization rotated every 2 hours, hoping to raise money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
Today we are seesawing. We have been since Sunday. 48 hours straight to raise money for St. Jude, which is the philanthropy that TKA donates to. Alongside that, we have live action Angry Birds, which is pretty sweet, T-pong tournaments, and there's a football toss, a balloon pop, and some other games which are over there.
One fraternity brother explains why they chose this philanthropy for their organization.
It's our national philanthropy, so Tau Kappa Epsilon, their chapters all across the country actually raise money for this. And each chapter is required to raise a certain amount of funds set by our headquarters. And we actually made the initial connection because Danny Thomas, the founder, is actually a member of Tau Kappa Epsilon. So that was just an easy connection and very mutually beneficial.
And the Teague brothers are traveling to Memphis this summer to present all donations collected to St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
We're collecting all the money here and for our last semester's philanthropy as well. For this semester's philanthropy, we're taking a large portion of it to St. Jude's over the summer. A small portion of it goes to the winning sororities philanthropy as well to donate to them. But we're taking our check to St. Jude in Memphis over the summer.
One member tells us exactly how they began preparations for this event.
This event, we've been working for a couple of weeks now, building everything you see around you. It's all handmade. Like the seesaw was built in Florida. We built these things over here. Even the cornhole sets were all handmade by our brothers. And so we're able to all just bring it out here and, we cover all the costs ourselves. And then we're able to take those costs, so it's no cost to St. Jude, and just give it all to them.
The brothers should wrap up their teeter-totter tonight at midnight.
Troy University students were recognized for their achievements during the university's annual honors convocation Tuesday night in Claudia Crosby Theater. Max J. Roberts, Chief Executive Officer of Barnes & Noble's College, served as the keynote speaker for the convocation. Students for each of the university's 5 colleges are recognized for their achievements, including those inducted into the various societies. Among the awards presented is the Ingalls Award for Excellence in Classroom Teaching. This year's winner was Ellis Bush, a lecturer in leadership development. As Ingalls winner received a statue of Socrates, a plaque, and a check for $1,000.
Tomorrow is Earth Day, but Troy University's Environmental Club isn't limiting their celebration of the planet we all call home to just one day. Cesar Jaurigues gives us a look at the club's week-long celebration.
Troy University's Environmental Club will take part in a week-long celebration of Earth Day in order to keep students engaged and informed about our environment.
Earth Day is actually the 22nd of this week. It's on Wednesday, but we do Earth Week, where we just have a table out on the quad every single day. And we just try to do general education type stuff. We have a lot of information pamphlets. We do little giveaways, things that are fun for people to do, stuff like that. Just to try to educate the student body about environmental issues.
The Troy University Environmental Club brought ecological awareness to the students, not only through information and activities, but with the help of some scaly friends.
Everybody hears the term, not every good snake's a dead snake. That's the only good snake. We kind of want to change that mindset, show people that there's a lot more to them than meets the eye. Snakes are one of the primary predators for rodents, so we keep our rodent populations down that way. And one of the big things with rattlesnakes is synthetic insulin for diabetes. The original formula for that, they were missing a component, and we were able to mimic it and identify it using rattlesnake venom. Without the rattlesnake, we may have never found that protein for the synthetic insulin shots that people use nowadays.
The members of the club tell us why it is imperative to educate students about our ecological problems.
We're trying to teach students here how they can participate in saving our ecosystem. It's up to us now. Our Earth is in a pretty bad shape, and so we have to make the decisions and the right footsteps into the direction that we need to go to save this world and where it is.
And a college campus is probably the best place to do that. That's where you have your young leaders, your people that need to know about these types of things because they're going to make the decisions about it soon in the future.
Earth Week will have its next event on Wednesday, where they will be showcasing rescued birds of prey. Cesar Howdigi, Troy, TrojanVision News.
In addition to the Birds of Prey demonstration tomorrow morning, the Environmental Club will welcome a speaker from the Department of Commerce to talk about the woodland pellet industry tomorrow at noon in Bibb Graves 129.
While Troy University students are celebrating Earth Week on campus, some school children in Montgomery are spending some time with animals in celebration of the big day.
The Montgomery Zoo is offering children a chance to learn about endangered animals through a special Earth Day safari. Angel Norris has more from the Montgomery News Center.
The Montgomery Zoo is teaching elementary school kids more about a holiday coming up this week.
The Montgomery Zoo is expecting over 1,000 students over the next 2 days, and Jennifer Hutchinson tells us how the zoo is going to help those students learn about Earth Day. One thing that we have is what we call an endangered species scavenger hunt. They can pick up the scavenger hunts and walk around the zoo and find answers to questions about the animals, and then they get prizes for getting all of their answers right, and it kind of teaches them a little bit about some of our endangered animals. We have some games set up like Rachel Recycle, Earth Day Trivia, and Conservation Kitchen that ask them different questions about conserving and taking care of our Earth, and then they win prizes for that as well. And then we also have several organizations out here, like the Clean City Commission is out here, Hyundai is out here, Auburn Agronomy is out here, and they're also working to teach these children about different aspects of Earth Day.
The students weren't the only ones learning. The teachers even learned some new things as well.
We have brought our kindergarten class out here today to observe all the animals in their natural habitat and to talk about the continents they're all from and even to talk about endangered species.
We have planned our field trip around Zoo Week, and we are doing lots of fun activities with the zoo, just coloring and doing lots of things.
There were even zoo talks and live animal presentations for everyone to participate in. For more information on the zoo's Earth Day Safari, you can visit their website at montgomeryzoo.com. In Montgomery, Angel Norris, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The Montgomery Zoo will offer the Earth Day safaris throughout the day tomorrow.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. In Huntsville, a former Alabama police officer is due in court on charges of violating the rights of an Indian man during a violent confrontation. Federal court records show 26-year-old Eric Sloan Parker is set for an arraignment hearing before a federal magistrate in Huntsville today.
Michelle Obama will deliver the commencement address at Tuskegee University, a historically black university in Alabama. The May 9th event is one of the 3 graduation ceremonies the First Lady will speak at this year.
And in Selma, police say the death of an Alabama man found in a burned-out trailer has been ruled a homicide. A preliminary autopsy shown 36-year-old Jimmy Wayne Griffin Jr. died of a gunshot wound from a shotgun to the shoulder. Griffin's body was found in a burned mobile home in Selma on April 11th. Still to come on TrojanVision News, the men's tennis team has more reason to celebrate. Clay Yeager will tell us why in sports.
Plus, we find out the sentencing of the Boston bomber.
Emotional testimony marks the beginning of the sentencing phase in the Boston Marathon bombing case. I'm Chris Van Cleve. The latest coming up.
For over 70 years, Smokey Bear has asked you to use fire responsibly.
Fire is due to an unattended campfire. Go time.
Here's how you can stay on the front lines of preventing wildfires. Always watch your campfire. Before leaving, drown it, stir it, drown it again, and feel that the fire is out cold.
Oh, bullseye!
And you won't need a visit from these guys.
Copy that.
You can be Smokey's wingman when enjoying nature and prevent wildfires. Visit SmokeyBear.com for more fire prevention tips.
Hey, Hard, what's this?
That's my resignation letter.
You're resigning.
Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you get stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit.
I forgot.
I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me.
Okay, but remember, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Now, the latest in Trojan sports on Troy TrojanVision News.
The men's tennis team can continue to celebrate as head coach Scott Kidd has been named the Sun Belt Men's Tennis Coach of the Year, the league office announced Monday. This is Kidd's second year as head coach and led them to an undefeated record in Sun Belt matches. After an 8-17 record from last season, the Trojans now improved this season to 17 wins with a record of 25-6. That not only makes the best improvement in the nation, but an NCAA Division I record. Kidd credits his determination for this success.
Well, there's a lot of pressure. I think, when Troy hired me for the job, you come here, having the resume that I had, I was determined. I told him I wasn't coming just to fill a position. I was coming to win. And, given my first year, I had to spend that time recruiting to build this team. And we were determined. I hand-selected these kids.
Even though the Trojans have time to celebrate, their season is not over just yet. Troy has been selected to compete in the NCAA Regionals for the second time in Troy history. 5 years ago, Troy competed in the tournament and lost to Auburn. However, with the team's newfound success and leadership, the team hopes to go further. Head coach Scott Kidd says he plans to give the team some rest for a couple of days. However, Thursday, the Trojans will get back to work.
Well, there's a lot of pressure. I think, when Troy hired me for the job, you come here, having the resume that I had, I was determined. I told him I wasn't coming just to fill a position. I was coming to win. And, given my first year, I had to spend that time recruiting to build this team. And we were determined. I hand-selected these kids.
As the Trojans prepare, the Division I NCAA Regionals will start May 8th and will last until the 15th. After delays, the men's golf team finished out competition in the Sun Belt Tournament. The Trojans came in second out of 11 teams that participated. In the first round, the Trojans would shoot an even par of 290. In the second round, Troy would shoot a 284 to give them a total score of 574. Jared Betcher would lead the Trojans as he tied for fourth place, shooting 2 under 69 in the first round, and an even par 71 in the second round. Luke Moser would also finish in the top 10 in the tournament as he tied for 8th in the tournament. Moser would had 4 birdies as he shot 4 over in the first round and an even par in the second. The Trojans will now prepare for the NCAA Regionals. The softball team has the difficult task of taking on number 5 in the nation, the Alabama Crimson Tide, tonight. However, Troy is no stranger to playing top-ranked teams in the nation. The Trojans have competed against 4 ranked teams this season alone. Out of those 4 teams, the Trojans have won 2 against teams such as Florida State 6-4 and UL Lafayette 9-5 in a weekend series. It's been 4 years since Troy has taken on Alabama when they lost 9-1. Alabama was ranked number 3 in the nation at the time. However, head coach Beth Mullen says she is not worried about the past or the future. She wants her team to focus on themselves.
It's going to be a good game. I mean, they're a great team. They came off a big series against Auburn this weekend, so they're playing really good. They're coached really well. They've got great pitching, great hitting, and great defense. So, I ask our girls, we don't really worry about the opponent. We just try to go get a little bit better every day, and I think that's the plan.
The first pitch is set for 6 p.m. in Tuscaloosa. After competing in the War Eagle Invitational this past weekend, the Trojans have to turn around and start preparing for the Penn Relays this weekend. The Trojans will get the chance to compete in Philadelphia. The Penn Relays is one of the first and oldest meets in the sport. Competition will range from high school students and college. Fans will be able to catch the Trojans compete minute-by-minute results, features, video, and blogs at thepennrelays.com.